Well, hello, welcome again to a read through of 2 Corinthians. I got up to chapter 8. I'm just going to do chapter 8 in probably 3 shorter sections. The Greek is quite tricky, and again you'll need commentary to expound it a bit for you. So he begins, Gnorisdomen dehumin adelphoi, ten charin to theou ten dia dedomenein entais ecclesiais tes Macedoniais hoti en pole docime thlipsios he periseia tes charas auton kai he catabathus ptokeia auton et parisius en es toplutos tes haplotetos auton. So, but I make known, gnorisdo is this verb to make known, and it seems to have two different objects here. One is the charin, to theou, and then also there's the hoti here in the next verse. So, but I make known to you, brethren, the charis, the gift of God, the one having been given perfect passive from didomi, among the churches of Macedonia. So I make known then also that that it was with pole docime. Dokimos, or dokime I should say, is here a test or trial. So I make known that it was with much test of affliction. And then I make known that the periseia, the abundance of grace, of their grace, of their joy, I should say. So I make known that the periseia, the abundance of their joy, we have to understand took place or happened with much testing of affliction. It's a funny use of the genitive here, a trial with much trial of affliction. It's almost a sort of defining genitive here. And he ptokeia, now you get ptokos is a poor man. The ptokeia is the abstract noun meaning poverty. Catabathus is a funny expression. The whole expression here is Pauline. It's found only here. It must mean something like it's translated as down to earth poverty, down to the depths. Scholars think it must mean something like they were already at their lowest ebb. And their down to earth poverty of them was abounding to the wealth of their haplotetos, of their generosity. The original meaning of this noun, it's from haplotes, third declension feminine noun. The original meaning of this was single-mindedness or simplicity, but the meaning here appears to be generosity. In other words, they gave without thinking, perhaps this might be they gave generously with simplicity. So I'll just do that bit again because it's quite difficult. So I make known to you, brethren, the charis, the grace of God, which was given in the churches of Macedonia. I make known that the abundance of their joy, understand, occurred with much testing of affliction, and their almost rock bottom poverty, their down to earth poverty, was abounding, resulting in the wealth, or abounded into the wealth of their generosity. Hoti katadunamin marturo kai paradunamin auth hieretoi metapoles paraklesios diominoi hemon ten charin kai ten koinonian tes diakonias tes estus autus. and I might just to Hagios, I might just pause it there because it's a very, very long sentence. I bear witness, marturo, I bear witness, hoti, that it was katadunamin according to their ability, kai paradunamin, and beyond their ability. In other words, they gave what they could and even more. Alth hai retoi. This is a combination of outer, in that sense of self, and the hiret is from hirio, to choose. It's often translated here as acting spontaneously. The word only occurs here in Biblical Greek and again in verse 17. It is used in Xenophon's Anabasis, Book 5, of commanders who are self-appointed. It means literally self-chosen. The sense here is that they did it off their own bat. They weren't asked to do it. They were self-chosen in doing it, so they acted spontaneously. Metapoles, with all exhortation, begging or asking of us, tankarin, the gift or the grace, the gift or grace, and the fellowship and of ministry of the one with regard to the saints. So I'll just do that bit again there. So I bear witness that it was according to their ability and beyond their ability, acting spontaneously and with much exhortation, asking or begging of us the gift and the fellowship of ministry to the saints. Kai u kathos elpisamen al heautus edokan proton to kurio kai hemin dia thelematos theou es to parakalesai hemas titon hinakathos pro in erixato hutos kai epitelese es hemas humas kai ten karin tauten. Not as we had expected. This is from elpisdo, to hope, but it can also mean expect. So not as we had expected, but edokan, they gave themselves, proton adverbial, firstly to the Lord, and to us through the will of God, with the result that so as to encourage or exhort us Teton. I see. So the subject of this is us. It's with the result that we encouraged Titus. So with the result that we encouraged Titus, it's ace top articular infinitive here, purpose, so that we encouraged Titus, hina, that, kathos, just as, pro in erxato, this is from pro plus in plus archimai. This is a very rare verb, but the meaning's pretty clear. We had already made a beginning, so he had already made a beginning. So for us to encourage Titus that, just as he had already made a beginning, hutos, in this way, that also he might bring it to completion, so this is subjunctive after hina, so in order that he might bring it to completion with respect to you and with respect to this grace, or perhaps gift or favour here. Let's do that bit quickly again. So they did this not as we had expected, But they gave themselves firstly to the Lord and to us through the will of God, so that we to encourage or exhort Titus, in order that, just as he had made a beginning before in this way, so he had already begun this, that also he would bring it to completion with respect to you, and also this favour. Alhosper en panti perisuete piste kai logo kai gnose kai passe. I have to go to the next page. I'll just do this bit firstly. Something like just as hosper, so as you abound in everything, so perhaps almost you excel in everything, and then he lists these. So the in part is dative, so this is in apposition to that, in faith and in reason, or in word perhaps, and in knowledge, kai passe, spude, and in all eagerness, I'll just get this, and in all eagerness, kai te ex hemon en humin agape, and in all love from us among you. And there's variant reading here. Hinakai en taute te kariti perisuete. Well, the hina here is very elliptical, which can often happen in Greek, especially in biblical Greek. It's probably, you ought to probably supply something like, I beseech you that also you abound, or you excel perhaps, in this charity, in this favour. And that is the first part, I should say, of chapter 8.